Alrighty, it's the first week of June 2026, and this is Ghetto Garden Update. So, been a while since I did an update, so I want to show you kind of the coolness. And one thing I've learned, you'll see this all throughout, is that when you plant just one species by itself, see how it's susceptible to getting beat up. And these are at the end of their season, so this was all kind of spring type of squash, okay, stuff that's in here. So it's really about done. Tons. I've gotten so many, probably 30 or 40 cucumbers, bunch of squash. You'll see the same thing over here with all of those, just the diverseness. There's peppers, there are tomatoes, all kinds of stuff. So let me walk you through in here. Right, we have, these are scallions. We clip them off and eat them, and this plant's probably 5 years old. Started as leftovers from the kitchen, right? All kinds of tomatoes. All the tomatoes doing really good. So the trick with tomatoes, and if you don't want blossom end rot, then to give them a little bit of calcium water, which is just 1 part milk and 4 parts water. These are peppers in a pot, hot ones, tons of peppers. Mix the flowers in, super important. Mix the flowers in with all of your stuff. There's gladiolas in there, sunflowers, obviously some zinnias. But if you mix the flowers in, they attract the pollinators, right? There's some more peppers. I think these are cayenne, but there's some huge ones in there. Right as I kind of go down the line, look at all these peppers. I gotta watch out for little doggy landmines. Most of these are cayenne peppers. That's a citrus tree, okay, that's very happy and sharing. So that's a lemon tree with some zinnias, and over on this side in there is dill. All right, and the dill went to seed already, okay, and so I will get some dill seed that I'll be able to use. Same thing over here, but like this is the tomato plant that did not, oh look at there, this is a tomato plant that is all by its lonesome, so I don't have other things planted in there with it. And you'll notice how all the leaves got chowed by caterpillars, right? However, right next door is this other plant, tomato plant, also has tons of fruit on it, as you'll see. It also has basil in there with it, and then also some dill. It's another dill plant, and you'll notice just right next to it, all the pests went to this one and not that one. So that's some of the technique. This is interesting flowers. These things open and close nightly. So in the day when the sun comes out, they open up, and then those will close up tonight, and just back and forth. So really, here's some more over here. I got peppers. I need to water them. Look at all these poblano peppers. Most of these are poblanos. There's a whole bunch of other ones over here. These are hot and cayenne. Oh, look at this. Right, that's another squash. And then all these tomatoes. I got to harvest all these tomatoes that come out. Healthy, really good, because I gave them a splash of that milk water, which is the fastest way to have readily available calcium, right? So that's all sage and some herbs, sage and herbs, more tomatoes, more of all of the same, right? Over here we got the same squash, some more squash going on. There's got a nice one in there, more tomatoes going on. Different types of squash, right? So that's a different type of squash. Big, huge fruit, right? The other trick with these is instead of fertilizer, put your banana peels in water, let it sit overnight, and then pour that banana water on it. It's basically potassium and phosphorus. So this is a little bit of an experiment. This was an experiment as well. There's dill in here, there's carrots, there is looks like lemon basil that's in there. Same over here. This year we have a lot of cicadas, right? that have come out. But look at all this. Now this is fennel. It looks like dill, but it's fennel, and it's now going to seed. Does really well down here. And look at these pepper plants. Again, I need to water him. He's just in a pot, sitting over here with the other plants. But everything. Look at all the tomatoes on there. But here's the coup de grace. These are the sweet Datel peppers, and check this out. I gotta pickle these peppers. Oh my gosh, look at how many of those. All right, look at that. So I love those type of peppers. Okay, we'll give you a quick flash through indoor, all kinds of herbs and stuff. This is all going good in here. All these guys. This Vicks plant grows everywhere here. Easy to transplant, and it takes off. Look at my coffee plants doing good. And then this is extension. This was the new extension over here this year. Wanted to test the low sunlight. And ironically, I have to water at least once a day. Probably twice. It desperately needs water right now. But look at all of the stuff on here. Look at all the fruit. So I'm coming out here now to harvest a little bit, but you'll see just all kinds of activity. Look how many. Look at all of those cayenne peppers, right? So anyway, that's the update from the Ghetto Garden. Hope you're doing great. Keep having fun.